It's the 26th of January, 1985, 8 o'clock in the evening. If Edward Cook thought he was going to get some respite after the loss of Trafalgar, he was very sadly mistaken. Luckily for him and virtually everyone on board, Trafalgar was within escape depth when the fatal torpedo struck home. There were a few casualties whose loss will only truly be mourned in the fullness of time, but for the most part, the crew made it out blessedly unscathed, finally putting all those escape drills to good use. Norwegian coastal vessels picked them up quite quickly from the freezing waves of the North Sea, and they were welcomed ashore as heroes by the locals. At home, the propaganda spin begins not long after the submarine's loss is made public, with the Navy choosing to reveal some choice details of HMS Trafalgar's impressive war record to reassure the general public that the submarine service is punching far above its weight in the tonnage war. The boat's name enters the English lexicon alongside similarly famous vessels like the Conqueror, the Ark Royal, Dreadnought, and of course HMS Victory. For Captain Cook, however, shielded behind the veil of anonymity, for now at least, he is afforded the opportunity to spend some time with his family in Farslane before receiving a phone call informing him that he will be taking command of a new vessel immediately. It's a call he's been both eagerly awaiting and dreading at the same time. The war hasn't got time for him to take a holiday, and while the loss of a submarine in peacetime would almost certainly mark the end of his career, under these rather unique circumstances, the Admiralty is keen to get the captain back on the ocean as soon as possible. The war, so far, has lasted little more than a month, though to everyone involved it seems like far longer, and so much hangs in the balance that every skilled commander is needed. To Cook's surprise, though, he will not be banished to one of the O-boats as he'd feared. These aging diesel-electric submarines from the 1960s have met some far less glorious ends in recent weeks, being much farther behind the technological curve than even most Soviet vessels. No, instead, he's being assigned directly to HMS Tireless, another T-boat, whose former captain has been recently diagnosed with lung cancer with some of the most inopportune timing possible. Tireless's XO is being assigned to a new command of his own on one of the aforementioned Oberons, and so Ed Cook and his own former first officer, Owen Bradshaw, will be taking over straight away. Both are familiar with the type, and their combat record is impeccable. The Royal Navy cannot afford to let one of its most state-of-the-art attack subs sit in port without a commander, so it is, it seems, a natural choice. By the morning of the 27th, HMS Tireless is already making its way through the Norwegian Sea, headed for Soviet territory to hunt more underway replenishment shipping. With a new crew, a new vessel, and not much time to adjust, England nevertheless expects the captain to do his duty, and as always, he will oblige. As for what happened to the Soviet Tango captain, who sunk the venerable Trafalgar, meanwhile, very little is known for the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again to Cold Waters, where previously we got sunk. HMS Trafalgar lies at the bottom of the North Sea, somewhere off the Norwegian coast, around there-ish, I think. Tragically. But the king is dead, long live the king. For now, we are in command of HMS Tireless, and according to the newspaper report, vast majority of the crew made it out alive. So that's nice. We do have a new crew now, but we still have our old XO. I did check back past previous footage, and Owen Bradshaw has indeed been our first officer throughout this campaign and continues to be right now. So that's good. That's definitely good. Our current mission is to sail again all the way to Blue 43 into Soviet waters. I believe, yeah, Blue 43. To sink enemy underway replenishment ships again. So we can expect, well, some difficulty getting there in the first place past all these Soviet patrols. And additionally, probably enemy air support, all of that lovely stuff. They might have a submarine in the area. Yeah, it could potentially be quite grim. Feeling a little shaky going into this, I have to admit. Like the last few episodes in this series have been increasingly ropey. Things have been getting really dangerous for us the further we get into this campaign. They really have. I mean, last time we got insanely lucky to survive that sinking. But yeah, what should have been a fairly routine, stalk and snipe of a pair of diesel submarines turned into a complete disaster. So, need to watch out for those tangos. Those tango submarines with the UZ-80s with indestructible wires. No joke. They are scary. They are scary, scary, scary ships. Boats, whatever. I've also noticed that Blue 43 is pretty much located right over a shelf of shallower ocean, which I don't like, even slightly. So that's not good. Anyway, it's time to go. It's time to go do this. Let's try not to die. Keep an eye out for that tanker icon on the map. Oh, see, look at that. You're right in the path of a bunch of enemy patrol planes when you go up this way. It's going to be hard not to get spotted while hanging around in this neck of the woods. I'm going to float up here because this is a slightly deeper area of ocean. Oh no, look, they're coming right into it. You beauties. Okay, no surface duct, no thermal layer. Boo. Our speed is 5 knots, our depth is 15 meters. We will not close in, we'll just stay as far away as possible. Exostatus report. Okay, that needs to be a Moss. And I'm not going to load missiles until I've had a look at what's going on, but missiles might be a thing that we try and do. We might go for a missile attack on this one. We'll just have to get the lay of the land first, won't we? The lay of the ocean, rather. Yeah, let's do this. Action stations, everybody.
On sonar, new rig ship for ultra
Oh,
quiet.
they're pinging away on active already. That's always lovely. Alright, so what's the depth of the ocean here? Oh, deep as heck. That's good.
0, 4, 6, designated Sierra 2.
Alright, what are we working with today?
Con
Not a
sonar,
whiskey
new
submarine, I
contact
wish.
bearing 0, 6, 9, designated Sierra 3.
Whatever they are, there's
Sonar,
plenty
new
of them.
Contact bearing 0, 5, 2, designated Sierra 4.
That might have been a Grisha 3, but I've lost the... Okay, that's
Sonar, new
a
contact
Riga.
bearing 0,
That one we
5,
can barely
7,
see.
designated
This
Sierra
one
5.
is a cash-in.
Con sonar Sierra 4.
Oh, they're pulling out all the stops for the escorts on this one, aren't they? I think, yeah, missile attack's definitely out of the question. What are you?
Con sonar, new contact
Oh,
bearing
God, there's loads of
0,
them.
6, 2, designated Sierra 7.
What are you? Ooh, you're a Riga. Looks like...
Con sonar
Sierra
Sierra 3
7?
is classified as
How many
escort.
ships, dudes? How many ships do you need? Guess they're not messing around after the last time, eh? I cannot figure out what the friggin' heck this is. What are you? Oh my, you've got to be actually joking. Seriously? Alright, take us down. We've been spotted, apparently. Mother of God. That didn't take very long, did it? We're supposed to start like 25 kilometers away. That's not 25 kilometers. That is some bullshit. I am sorry, but what the hell, game? You have screwed me in the most just tremendously unfair way. Right, let's see. That's a what? What is that? A Poti. These ships are predecessors of the more familiar Grisha class. They I've never seen a Set 40 torpedo before. I've no idea what that is.
Con sonar Torpedo in the water.
You're
Torpedo
kidding.
in the water. Bearing
Alright.
0, 6, 4. Con sonar. We are cavitating.
Alright, the game is showing us no mercy, apparently, at the moment. In fact, hold on just one moment, folks. Alright, we're back. Yeah, apparently I had to go shut my office door, in case you're curious, because it was open. I was getting some background noise.
Con sonar. No longer cavitating.
Oh, here it comes. Again.
Passing 700 feet.
Have another decoy. I think it's just an air-launched one, so it's not as smart as the horrifying USET 80s we ran into last time.
Con sonar regained contact on
Although,
Sierra 3, bearing
is it going away
0,
from us or towards?
6,
It looks like
6.
it's going away from us.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 0, 6, 6.
Passing 1400
Oh god,
feet.
there's one right next to us.
Con sonar
We get an absolute
lost
barrage.
contact. Sierra 7, last bearing. Come right to 174. Helm
I
high.
think another one's acquired us
Regained contact
somehow.
On Sierra 3, bearing 0, 6, 5. Con helm.
I don't even know
steady
what they're
course.
firing at us, so I don't know if we can outdive it. I don't know what we're facing for half of those contacts. I haven't even managed to identify them. Okay, that one just exploded. We're at 598. Yeah, okay, alright. We might be safe from those then for the moment.
Con maneuvering, making turns for.
Oh yeah, they're launching missile torpedoes at us, aren't they? Those are air launch jobbies.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Alright, alright.
Come left to.
Let's slow down, get a better picture of what's going on.
Con helm.
What the hell, man? What the hell? We set up everything perfectly. We maintained our distance.
Bye.
We started the engagement nice and slow. In fact, we were completely stationary on the campaign
Con
map.
sonar regained contact on Sierra 6.
I do not understand what went wrong.
4. Con sonar regained
Alright, what are you,
contact
Sierra
on
5?
Sierra 7, bearing 0, 4, 5. Con sonar new contact bearing 0, 5, 9. Designated Sierra 8.
I need to know what these are so I know what the torpedoes can do. And at the moment, I'm finding it very difficult to identify these guys. What are you? Reckon that might be one of our ones we're after. That's the Dubner, I think.
Is classified as merchant.
What are you? That's a whale. That is a
Con
whale.
sonar Sierra 7 is
Sierra 6,
classified
what are
as
you?
biologic.
Might be another transport. Or it could be a Cresta 2. I'm going to say it's probably a
Con
Cresta 2.
sonar Sierra 6 is classified as
Oh
escort.
boy, okay, so what are we dealing with? We've got a cash in over here, Sex 65's RBUs, we've got a Dubner, we've got a Riga with RBU 2500 and Sex 65's, that's okay, those are both terrible. So, whatever's firing missiles at us, it ain't you. The Cresta 2 has Rastra Bs. With a max depth of 500 meters. Yeah, that looks about right based on where that torpedo just exploded next to us. RBU 6000 and Set 65-3 torpedoes. Now, what is a Set 65-3 when it's at home? Seeker range 805 meters, speed 40 knots. Maximum depth 400 meters. Okay, nothing to worry about there. So most of you guys are armed with torpedoes that can't touch me. As long as I stay down here. Apart from, what about you with your Set 40s? Seeker range 800 meters, max depth 500. Special ASW small caliber. Electric torpedo. 29 knots, not very fast. Okay. Sierra 8. Oh my god. What's Sierra 8? Looks like a Comsomol.
Sonar Sierra 8 is classified as
Right, the
merchant.
Dubner, I think, is probably what we're after. Maybe also the Comsomol. We can at least get the Dubner, I would call that a win. What's the max depth of our Tiggy fish? Our Tiggers. It is maximum depth 600 meters. Okay, so we can launch from down here. This might not be as terrifying as I thought, but we'll see.
Come left.
It'll take us left a bit.
9-6.
Deploy the towed array. Just do a double check on the seafloor. Yeah, it's below our max depth, so that's good. And what's the speed on some of these vessels? 36 knots. You can run away from a tigerfish. The Dubner certainly cannot. The Riga definitely cannot. The Cresta 2 is it's just 1 knot slower. The Poti is much faster than a tigerfish. The Riga is okay. Look at there's so many Rigas out and about. Actually, they're really bad. These things, they're really out of date. Built in the 50s. That's usually a sign. Right. Let's have a look at some of these, eh? That's a X65 if ever I've seen one. That is your Astra B. Your garden variety, Astra B.
Come left to 07.
We're having a little bit of difficulty nailing down exactly where these guys are, aren't we? I suppose we could launch at the cache-in at least. Let's have a look at the sensor comparison on all this. Alright, his passive is -40. He has no idea. If we launch, he will not hear it. And he's not very far away either. That's the thing with surface ships. They are, especially if they're going quickly, they can't hear very well. What's he doing right now? He's doing 29 knots right now, so he ain't exactly chugging along slowly, right? Make sure all of these are set for
Con, helm, steady
surface
course.
attack and launch. This way? Needs time to get up to the surface, so we don't want to launch it too close. I mean, have it go active too close. There we go. Right, wire's gone. Typical. What kind of depth charge do you have on there, sir? 6,000. So that does put us within depth charging range, which is kinda bad. We need to get away from this guy.
Come right to 136. Helm I. Make turns for 3, 2 knots. Maneuvering I.
So retract the towed array and we'll just speed up. Sprint.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 8. Last bearing 060. Contact faded.
Let's hope that tigerfish acquires him. Is it climbing up yet? I don't know if it's got active yet. I'm hoping it might stand a chance of grabbing this cache-in by the ghoulies because the cache-in is going the wrong way. And he's going towards the torpedo, which means he's going to have to turn around, which might allow us an opportunity for the tigerfish to actually grab him.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 7.
Can't help but notice that the tigerfish is circling right now.
Contact faded.
No, okay, no, it is. Wait, no, yeah, I think it's. I did not set that to circle, did I? I'm sure it was on the default setting. I didn't accidentally click it, did I? Oh god, if it's circling, then it's useless. He's already turned around to flee.
Come left to 079. Helm I. Con sonar lost contact.
Maybe helpful to fire a Moss at this point. Where would we like to send it? Probably this way.
Con, torpedo room.
Oh, it finally happened. I finally managed to jam a tube. And it was as I was slowing down this time.
Regained contact on Sierra 6, bearing 0.
Go figure.
3,
Wait, what
8.
the heck? Why do I have Mark 8s on board?
Con sonar
I have 5
regained
Mark 8s
contact
for some
on
reason. I guess I
Sierra
forgot to take
7,
them out when I was on the
bearing 0, 2,
rearmament
5.
screen last time. Oh boy. Maybe actually. I don't. It's because we were going too fast. That's why the tube jammed. But I'm curious actually now. I can't bring up the stats for the moss on here. That's interesting. I wanted to check what the max depth of the moss was. I guess it's just unlimited depth or something, I don't know.
5 knots.
Okay, the Cashin's popping noisemakers, which means he's gone defensive, which is good. I don't know if the Tigerfish will get him. My money would be on probably not, but we'll see. I have 5 Mark 8s in my stores. I was stupid. Oh well. Alright, we nice and slow now, guys? Because I'd like to fire this moss.
Shoot 2-1.
There we go. Goodbye, Mr. Moss.
Come right to 080. Helm I.
Oh, looks like the Tigerfish has reacquired him, but if he keeps going in a straight line, it won't catch him. Cresta 2. You, we have a slightly more realistic chance of getting. Oh, he's not going straight though. He has turned. I don't know. He's just that wee bit faster than the torpedo. So I'm not sure if the torpedo still had its wire, but it doesn't. We just can't see anything, can we? We've got loads of vague contacts here that we can't pin down at all. We know where this Rieger is for some weird reason. Oh, mostly because he seems to be booking it at high speed. He's just legging it. He's like, I'm done. I'm not sticking around. I'm out of here. Bye. Same with that one by the looks of things. Oh, we got a Sierra 9 as well. God. What are you then? A Foxtrot? Really? I don't think so. I think it looks just a little bit off. Isn't the Foxtrot the one that looks a little bit like a trawler, profile-wise? I don't think it is. There's a bunch of these that look very similar, but then it's not them. Let's skip straight to merchant shipping for a moment here, because I have a feeling about this one. Yeah. Or is it a trawler? The Andazan and the trawler have like identical... Oh, there's a helicopter around. We can hear that in the background, apparently. I think it's an Andazan.
Con sonar, Sierra 9 is classified as merchant.
Yep, hello. Little KA 50 something, I think. Probably less troublesome than the bear. I mean, definitely. I don't think the helicopters have depth charges, but still annoying. Mostly because it's going to drop buoys and locators. Using those.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 2.
And Cashin's still desperately trying to evade. He probably succeed, but if he keeps making these turns, maybe not. I'm going to use a smidge of time compression here. I lost the Cashin with the noisemaker there. Oh, we got it back again.
Bearing 293.
Yeah, the helo's dropping torpedoes. Good, as a matter of fact. Drop as many as you like. Presumably, preferably sooner rather than later, so I don't have to worry about it when I try to go shallow again.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 2.
This Tigerfish just has lost the plot. It really can't get to him, can it? Too many. Now it's going in the wrong direction entirely. Yeah, just useless bloody thing. Tempted to fire another one back here at him. I was going to fire at you. Oh my god, that's the intercept point all the way down there. Maybe not. Maybe I won't fire at him then. I was going to keep floating along trying to figure out where everything is.
Con, torpedo room, 2-1 ready.
Everything knows where I am. I don't know where they are. In spite of the fact they're active pinging, I apparently just am incapable of figuring out exactly where they are. Mystifying, frankly, but there it is. Right, there's a Cresta 2. Yeah, look, I lost the Cashin again. lost it. I didn't lose it, but the solution has deteriorated again. Alright, Mr. Cresta 2, going very, very slowly. Let's see, what's our speed? 5 knots, checked. We're still at 600 meters. This is definitely not set to circle. Let's aim it right about there. And fire.
Con, fire control. We've lost the wire.
Of course. I'm in the unusual situation here where everybody knows where I am, but none of them can touch me as long as I stay down here. So, I don't want to get cocky, because that's what when that happens. When I get cocky, I lose an entire submarine. Apparently, he's firing back. Just double check his armament. Astra B missiles and 65-3s, which do, let's confirm, have a max depth of 400 meters. Good. Yeah, he's speeding up, moving away. Look, you. I think it's corkscrewing to get up to its correct depth and then moving on, isn't it? Yeah. On the bright side, it has acquired him. That's I've never observed that behavior before. That's quite interesting.
Con sonar.
It doesn't activate and then carry on its existing course while surfacing, does it? It stops and corkscrews upwards and then continues once it's got to the correct depth. That's quite interesting. I didn't realize they did that, honestly.
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 328.
Well, it's after him. Wondering if I should fire another one at the cash-in now.
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 3.
As an experiment, let's fire this one. Have it go. Have it begin its climb to the surface relatively close to is current position. See what happens. Because he might not hear it a bit until a little later if it does that. I don't know.
Con, fire
There you
control.
go. Have
We've
that.
lost the wire.
Have it, son. Have it. Need I remind you, folks? We still actually have some support vessels that we need to sink here. Otherwise, the mission will be a failure.
Con, torpedo room. Tube 2 ready.
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 2.
Oh, I think this one switched targets to the cash-in. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Interesting.
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 286.
Man, this cash-in is getting mega close now. What the hell?
Shoot tube 2.
Oh, we kept the wire.
Aye, sir.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. We might be able to grab this guy. Hitting him head on. Okay.
Con,
You're going to go
fire
active.
control. Weapon acquired.
And you're going to surface. And you're going to hit this guy right in the face. There's a lot of torpedoes I'm spending on this guy, but he is a fast escort. So I do want him dead. Fast escort with some decent gear. Okay, the torpedo is slowly coming up. Oh, he's changing direction now. He's like, uh-oh. I made a fatal mistake here. But will it be fatal? That's the thing. Because he's so quick. Which way does he want to go right now? Is he turning right the way around, or is he going north? Kind of looks like he's turning right the way around. Okay, the torpedo has reached the surface now. And it's acquired him. Beautiful. It's kept the wire, though. I'm going to take advantage of this, because I want to be able to use it to
Come left 2.
manually ignore his countermeasures. So they can get a little taste of what I got last time.
Noisemaker bearing 300.
No, no, no. No, do not acquire that noisemaker.
Sonar. Noisemaker bearing 286.
These tigerfish really are quite trash at engaging surface ships without a
Fire
wire.
control. Weapon acquired.
There he is. If he keeps circling, we might be able to get him. By essentially cutting the corner.
Noisemaker bearing 310. Con helm.
Get that aiming dot there.
control. Weapon acquired.
Okay, I've reacquired you, chump. What are you going to do? No, don't turn left.
Con sonar, noisemaker
Did you
bearing
turn right?
280.
Oh, if I had a Mark 48, you'd be so dead.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 324.
And if I had a spearfish, you'd be amazingly dead. But sadly, no. I just have this. I have the humble Tigger. Oh, look at it try and catch up, but sort of fail. Although you never know. We are cutting his corner still, I think, a little bit.
329.
Ignoring his noisemaker. I don't want to lose situational awareness of what's going on with my own sub. Did that last time and it cost me. All he would have to do is go straight. That's all he has to do. But thankfully, the captain of this ship is a moron. It's time to run on the torpedo.
Fire
Ages.
Control. Weapon countermeasure homing.
Con sonar
Gotcha.
lost contact.
You
Sierra 4. Last bearing.
nasty
1,
bugger.
1. Contact breaking up.
Right, that's their nastiest ship down. Looks like my other Tigerfish had acquired this Cresta. And this one might reacquire him, we'll see. Cresta 2. You're also quite nasty, actually. Arguably more so than the Cashin, actually, I would say. I think I might have got mixed up there. Cashin, DDG. Oh yeah, no, the Cashin's rubbish. It's the Cresta that's the real problem. Yeah, no wonder he caught that. The Cashin's a bit slower. Okay, the Cresta's the nasty one. I got that the wrong way around. On the bright side, he has a pair of Tigerfish homing in on him, so, yeah. Bully for him. Riga's turned around very abruptly, hasn't it? Dubna AOR. This is
Con sonar,
definitely
noisemaker bearing
an unrep ship.
2.
That is definitely an unrep ship. That is our priority target right there. Beyond the Dubna, though, I'm a little bit like, with regards to the rest of it, like, because we've got a Consumal out there somewhere, which is apparently a merchant ship, and we have an Andizan, which is an AP, which is a what exactly? Used for transporting military supplies to Soviet allies. So, right now, I don't know how many unrep ships we're actually dealing with. Are we dealing with 2, 3, or just 1? It's impossible to say. We can probably sink this Andizan. I see no reason not to. It's close enough to get with the torpedo, so I think we better do it. And it won't hear the torpedo coming either, so it's not going to evade. I want to aim slightly to the left, because if the torpedo's going to corkscrew on the spot to go up, that's going to muck up the solution a bit, isn't it? I actually want to aim slightly ahead of it. That's my hunch with my in my head mathematics there, which I remind you are terrible. I had to retake my GCSE mathematics as an adult because they were so bad the first time round. And even then I only managed a B. But yeah, I think this might be all right. It'll do the snaky run thing. So let's. Oh, we've got a cable anyway. We've got a wire. So that's fine. Oh, see now I'm wondering whether I should use this wire for the Cresta 2. Yeah, I think I probably should. What? Functioning wired Tigerfish don't come around every day, do they?
009 helm.
So we'll fire this at you instead. There we go. Yeah, that's what I was expecting, really, the first time round. Still got our towed array out? Yeah, we do. Good. I'm going to engage a smidge of time compression here.
Con, helm, steady course.
like to sink this crest, but I'm not confident that my tigerfish here are going to be able to manage it.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 236.
What's the deal with my moss? Wonder where that got to. Probably ran out of steam a while ago. I think those tigerfish are going to run out of fuel pretty soon, aren't they? Going to run out of steam. Proverbially speaking, they aren't steam torpedoes like the Mark 8s. Looks like it's just heading straight away now, which is obviously bad news for us. Although
con sonar, noisemaker
he's still going evasive.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing.
The longer we can stay inactive like this, the better a chance we'll have of getting him ultimately, because it'll mean more time to run once it goes active, which you're going to need against a ship that's 1 knot faster than you. He's turning this way now. He's not dropping noisemakers, is he? I have noticed that. Weapons. Should be reloading that. Okay. Time to go active. Yes, indeed. Active and surface it too. Hopefully we can catch this guy. I really would like to eliminate this crested too. He's very annoying. I said earlier that none of their weapons can touch me. This is an erroneous statement, because of course they do have their depth charge guns, their hedgehogs, their RBUs, which absolutely can still hurt us down at 600 meters. Pretty sure they can anyway. Being down at 600 meters will lessen the chance of them getting us, of course. But yeah, still not really. Yeah, I know the weapon's acquired, but I actually want to sort of go on a bit of an intercept course this way, actually.
Con sonar, noisemaker.
Alright, he's popping noisemakers.
1.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those other 2 tigerfish ran out of steam, because I'm not seeing them anywhere around here, and we're not exactly going too fast to hear them, are we? Right, the question is he going to jink and jive and try and get clever? Or is he going to do the sensible thing and just speed away at maximum flank speed in one direction?
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 213.
It's quite a chore keeping him on task like this. I have to keep constantly tapping the numpad key to make sure it goes straight instead of homing in on a noisemaker or something. Because the torpedoes, if you leave them by themselves, they don't do intercept courses very well. They tend to go straight for the ship instead of actually point in front of it.
5.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You're too smart, aren't you? You're going straight ahead. Let's get some target data on him for a moment here, because for some reason we're displaying the Anderson. Yeah, he's doing 31 knots, which is actually a little too slow right now. He's going to want to speed up if he wants to get away from this thing. Can't see it right now, because I think his noisemakers are getting in the way or something, but...
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 217.
Oh, come on, we need to know where he is now. This is bad. Where has he gone?
Fire control, weapon acquired.
The dude just friggin' disappeared. How do they do that? It's so annoying. I guess he went past a noisemaker and I lost him. My sonar guys lost him. But
Sonar, noisemaker bearing 217.
gosh, that's annoying. Come on, sonar man. Reacquire the bastard. Oh, he's gone. Okay, we got him.
06, last bearing 216.
Wait, no, that's not him. Where is he? Crested 2. That's an inaccurate location of him. But we got him. Alright, good. Whew. That's one more headache removed. Alright, Mr. Riga FF. Riga Frigate. Hopefully this tigerfish is going to hit the Anderson. Can I get the Dubna right now? No, he is too far away. He's a very, very definite candidate for being shot at with a missile. Honestly, this Riga might be as well, though. I don't know. Do Rigas have any real... They have B-34 guns, but I'm pretty sure that's just the big guns on them. I don't know if they have any missile defenses. Somewhat better, modernized with somewhat better electronics and anti-submarine rockets, they remain definite second-rate ships. Very small fuel bunkers, so be primarily found operating in coastal waters.
8, last bearing 074. Contact faded.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we might be able to get it with a harpoon. So I think that's what I'm going to try. I'm a little concerned about that helicopter, but we've got 4 harpoons to play with from Lucky, and he's got no real anti-missile defenses, and I don't think he does. It's certainly not listed on here. Going to get him with 1 missile, get the Dubna with a 2nd missile. Our tigerfish should take out the Anderson, and yeah, that should do it. Beyond that, we don't really care. The Riga is not a huge threat, it must be said, but it does have RBUs. But they are now RBU 2500, which means they only have a max range of 2,500 meters, which is like, yeah, it's like this far around him, which is really, really not very good. It's practically a World War II vintage Hedgehog launcher.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
So, yeah, keep loading up, boys. I imagine he probably can't hear us very well. Yeah, -50 and -50, and we're not even in his baffles. Oh, the poor guy is just dev as a post. Oh dear. Problem is, he's probably fast approaching my minimum launch range now, which is a bit of an issue. So anyway, take us up to missile launch depth. Go ahead, just retract the towed array, because we're going to need to go... we're going to have to do some maneuvers, shall we say, as soon as these missiles are launched. Some maneuvering will have to occur. Runs for around 50 meters is launch depth, isn't it? Something like that. 58 meters, yeah, it's even displayed there. There we go, 58 meters. You're not within minimum launch range. That is good news. My goodness. Alright. He's pretty close, though. Okay, buddy. Is the missile set up the way I want it? Yes, it is.
Shoot tube 2. Aye, sir.
Alright. Mr. Dubna. I want you narrow.
Shoot
Go and get him.
3. Aye, sir.
And the Riga as well. 1 for you, sir.
Shoot tube 4. Aye, sir.
Now the fun starts, because we need to move that down to 600. Maximum speed. Move, 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 move. Dive, 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 dive. Crash dive. That is actually a button. Emergency deep. I never press it, though, because I'm too scared of what it might accidentally cause me to do. Wow, that didn't take long. Yeah, there we go. Riga's down. No missile defenses on that poor thing. Yeah. I'm gonna keep the map on our sub, so we can keep an eye on it while we watch the missile do its thing. This was the ideal sort of situation for harpoons, actually, wasn't it? Man, if I was in a Soviet missile sub, like the Charlie class, and I encountered a situation like this, boy, I would be like, I would be so happy. I could have sunk everything on this in this battle within 30 seconds of starting. No load of tigerfish. Gonna be calling Captain Cook old 3 Tubes McGee soon, aren't they? Well, actually no, sorry, 4 Tubes McGee. Does it keep jamming one of them? How much you want to bet that Northwood isn't going to send us home either? They're gonna be like, nope, you're not damaged, so well, not really damaged. So off you pop, sir. Go and sink us another Kirov. We got the Dubner, and we're about to get this Riga. There we go. Yeah, no missile defenses whatsoever. My God, really, you would not want to be serving on one of those things, would you? Imagine if an actual surface engagement kicked off, and you were in one of those things. Ugh. Death sentence. Alright. We just want to get out of here now, really. I think we've done everything we can do, except the Andazan. That's still an unknown.
Come left to
Let's head this way.
73, helm
I'm going to maintain maximum speed. I did notice some depth charge things popping off down here. Now, they could have been launched from the helicopter, but I'm not sure. I didn't think helicopters had them, but maybe Russian helicopters do. I have to admit, I'm more used to playing as the Soviets and dealing with Seahawks, so... Oh, there's a buoy right behind us. Ah, the Andazan's gone. Right, good. Now, I just like to leave.
Come left to 26.
We can't leave right now. Now, why is that aircraft nearby? Friggin' helicopter.
Steady course.
We're going to have to slow down, aren't we? He's going to hear us otherwise and keep hounding us. So we need to actually go real quiet and sneak away.
Come left to 235. Helm aye.
Because he's still hanging around, isn't he? With his dipping sonar, which is that thing there, I think. That's the buoy. That's the dipping sonar. Which, as you can imagine, is them literally just dipping a sonar right into the water. Didn't encounter that when we were dealing with the Bear, because obviously a fast-moving turboprop aircraft can't really do dipping sonar for obvious reasons. So yeah, time for us to just sneak away. Much like that blue whale is doing. So we got the Andazan, the Kashin, a Riga, another Riga, and the Dubna, and I'm hoping that's enough. Notice that the Andazan is in black. Its letters are in black there instead of red. I'm not sure why, or what that means. Oh god, what are you doing? I think he was depth charging or something? But not anywhere remotely near us, so that's okay. We're still getting some active pings from the distance, probably from the Poti. Well, definitely from the Poti, I think. Oh, I don't know, actually. Does the dipping... Can you go active with the dipping sonar? I don't know how it works, honestly. I'm assuming it's coming from that, though. I mean, at that angle, it could be either of them, couldn't it? So I don't know. Maybe the Poti's a lot closer than I thought it was. It could be like around here, and then that's what's firing the RBUs at us. Don't know. Man, 113 decibels we got to there. We are very quiet.
Come left to
Alright, he's dipping over there. Let's keep moving away.
Helm aye. Con, helm, steady course.
This is like trying to creep away from a convoy in Silent Hunter. And you've made a successful attack. Although, honestly, a lot less hair-raising than that, honestly, to tell you the truth. Oh, boy. Silent Hunter. You think this game is hard. Silent Hunter is where they separate the boys from the men, I tell you. Those games are rough. We have the green light to disengage at last. Leave combat. I hope we did the job. Interestingly, the Andizan was not part of the group, but neither actually was the other thing we sunk. Well, the other thing that we didn't sink, the Komsomol. Neither of them were actually relevant. We just randomly sank a Soviet merchant ship that happened to be in the area at the time. Had the misfortune of being a military supply ship that happened to be in the area. So we sunk it, and I make no apologies for that. That's a bunch of... well, what would it be? I don't know. New pairs of boots. New pairs of boots and spare helmets that won't be making their way to the front lines. Possibly ammunition, who knows? Fuel, all sorts. Well, it was probably be a tanker if it was fuel, wouldn't it? But anyway, whatever. The main thing is we got the Dubno, which was the definite unrep ship. So, not bad. 26,000 tons. Just a smidge over, in fact. We've got 11 Tigerfish remaining. 5 of these ridiculous Mark 8s that I didn't realise I still had. 1 harpoon and 2 mosses. And one of our tubes is buggered. Good to hear you intercepted destroyed the enemy replenishment resources up. Keep the good work up. Await further orders. Which are going to be what? I wonder. Oh, an award! Were we an American submarine, we would have been awarded the Legion of Merit. Exceptional and consistently outstanding service as a commanding officer throughout numerous patrols during a time of war. His leadership and tactical skills ensured success in his numerous duties and reflect great credit upon himself and the United States Naval Service, or in this case, the Royal Navy. I have to be honest. It's been a bit... We've had some tremendously amazing successes, like the Kirov, but we've also lost a submarine and come close to losing on a couple of other occasions, so I don't share that confidence, if I'm honest. Warships retreat. Several Soviet replenishment ship groups have been damaged or destroyed by NATO forces over the past 3 days in what appears to be a coordinated effort to cut red naval supply lines. It was hoped these attacks would lead to decreased enemy ship activity through the theatre and help Western navies gain the upper hand as the battle for control of the seas rages on. Recent NATO gains at sea have decreased the numbers of warships needed to maintain control of several regions. Many vessels from these regions have rapidly been reassigned to escort duties to better protect convoys carrying much-needed arms, armour and men from the United States to the United Kingdom. Jolly good. Our new orders. Satellite photos show that an enemy carrier task force is preparing to sail from Murmansk. Intelligence indicates that it will make a conservative patrol in the vicinity of the Norwegian Sea, perhaps approaching Narvik before striking out into the Atlantic. You are ordered to intercept and destroy this task force, especially the aircraft carrier, an enemy escort of surface combatants, and/or attack submarines. Should be expected. Meep. Transit to patrol area Blue 44. Locate and sink the enemy carrier. So this will be some sort of... It'll be a Moskva, right? Won't it? It'll be some sort of Rusky helicopter carrier, I think. Probably. Our proficiency level is regular. Oh boy, all of those lovely upgrades gone. Mind you, none of them are that extreme, so it's like... It's not as if we've lost anything particularly huge, it's just the damage control stat in particular being nuked back to 0 really does suck. That one actually is quite good. Mostly because of the self-noise reduction. Oh well. Carrier task force that might have submarines with it. You bet you anything they're like really nice, awesome... Be like a Sierra class, something really top of the line. Boy, oh boy. And our status report right now is that we have 4 functional tubes and 11 Tigerfish remaining. Along with 5 Mark 8s in case I feel suicidally desperate. Oh, and 1 harpoon, which will be of no use whatsoever. God! Blue 44 is right next door, isn't it? It was definitely Blue 44, right? Yep. Let me just get the fine print on that one again. Hold on. Actually, you know what? Forget it. That'll be next time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much for tuning in as 2 submarines head in my direction. One of these aircraft will have undoubtedly located me, so gonna have to keep away for a bit, aren't we? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in. That mission had a very, very pants-wetting start, but it turned out okay in the end. And next time, Command has decided they really do want to do their best to get us killed. They must be immensely disappointed that I didn't go down with Trafalgar, and now they're just trying to get rid of Tireless as well. I'm starting to think there might be some sort of spy at Submarine Command in Northwood. You know, just someone has really got it in for me. But anyway, that's what we're going to do next time. Trying to sink a carrier task force, although I don't know how successful we're going to be. Honestly, not only in terms of like, can I actually succeed at the mission, but also in terms of, can I evade the enemy long enough to actually hang around in the area? I don't know. I believe they said it was going to hang around maybe Narvik for a while and then bugger off towards the Atlantic. So, but surface task forces in the campaign map in this game, they moved super, super fast. So I don't know if we'll be able to catch it if it does make a break for the North Atlantic. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Toodaloo.